Yo, right here in the small box.
I'm heating up, I'm trying to burn down Toronto. Better keep 6 feet space, this 6-side shit contagious. Money coming in, all I see is numbers, like I'm in the Matrix. We've been in the trap.
Here's the thing. I am surprised. Like, I am very surprised. But at the same time, I am also very amazed. But overall, I'm really not surprised if you really sit and think about it. Sit and think about it. We're going to be losing the Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards. If you really think about it, for the regular BET award show, we already have those elements incorporated into the overall show. So even though it was its own thing here and it was its own thing here, we got to speak about the realities behind this. So I'm not going to say everything at the top. Don't get it twisted. But we're going to have a lot to talk about with this video. Even though it's an 8-minute video, around 8 minutes, I already know the answer as to why. Okay? I feel like I'm kind of getting like redundant, or I'm getting annoying, or I'm just regurgitating but like, when you look at it at a marketing standpoint, when you look at it at an advertising standpoint, and you look at the logistics behind it, it makes perfect sense why they're going to be going away. But you know what? Let's leave that for the meat and potatoes of the video. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go. Yo, right here in the small box, Welcome back to Single Seater Reactions, only on the Flex Mind Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Like I said, I'm surprised, but overall, I'm not surprised. I get it. I completely understand it. So, as you can see right here, we got our cousin Moni with us. Salute to Moni, no doubt. I'm kind of glad you did this video, because I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to me and just speaking, I speak from my mind. I don't speak from scripts at all. Me and scripts do not mix. But at the same time, I am a phenomenal actor. Okay? All right, let's serious this one out. Listen, y'all see the video. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Y'all here on the live with me. If you're not here on the live, you gonna see this soon. Okay, y'all gonna see this soon. So the title of this video that we're gonna be tapping in with is BET cancels the culture. Whoa, that's heavy right there. Soul Train and Hip Hop Awards gone, but why? All right, man. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. And yo, let's get started. Let's get started. Let me get the chat on my phone real quick. Let's go.
Hey, cousin. Who you chilling with?
I'm chilling with Moni.
Hey cousins, welcome back to the crib. Audio Moni here. Please do me a favor and
see, that right there is the answer as to why the Hip Hop Awards was canceled. Hey, no disrespect to Fat Joe. Okay, no disrespect to Fat Joe. Okay, however, if you guys saw the Hip Hop Awards in 2024, you will understand why we are losing the Hip Hop Awards. Let me make that clear right now. It was not a good show. That show was absolutely horrible. First of all, there was no host. Yes, Fat Joe was like, oh yeah, he's gonna be like the MC for tonight, but there was no real host. There's no like nobody hosting the awards. Like, oh, so this award's gonna go to. Literally throughout the night, all you hear is like, oh yo, by the way, Kendrick Lamar won the award for Best Rap Album of the Year. I'm like, so y'all ain't gonna at least announce it or put on any kind of show? You know? And then at the same time, where it was filmed at, that's how you know it's not making money, or they don't, or their budget is very limited. Wherever they filmed the Hip Hop Awards at, wasn't it even like a conference hall. It was like one of the clubs in Vegas, if I'm correct. And I'm sitting there, I'm sitting here trying to watch the BET Hip Hop Awards. I'm like, why are there bottle girls? Since when is this hip hop? Since when this how we gonna represent hip? Why is there bottle girls coming out with the rapper? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, yo, something's not right here. Something throughout the whole night, something's not right. And then the performances. Bro, it's a YN generation. It's a younger generation, and barely any of them came out to do anything. How the hell you gonna have Carisha perform? Of all people, y'all gonna have Carisha perform. That is insane. Okay, so, like I said, if you look at the 2024 Hip Hop Awards, I'm really not surprised as to why we're losing that, if I'm going to be really honest with y'all. And then looking at the Soul Train Awards, Soul Train is great. Soul Train is wonderful. Ain't nobody watching that. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody watching that. We're losing it for a reason. It's not coming out of the blue. I'm not surprised. When I first read the article, I said, yo, that's crazy. They're not even going to try to fix the problem. No, for them to fix the problem, they have to get rid of it indefinitely. Because there's clearly some adjusting and just like fixing that needs to go on in this area. But for them to put it to the side to try and fix it is crazy. But my thought is, I think they're going to incorporate both into the overall BET Awards, which presents a new problem because I think the last BET Awards was around like 3 hours. Let me keep it a stack. Ain't nobody going to sit around for no 3 hours. And there's no rerun. You know, if you watch it on TV, you might catch a rerun. But I'm watching on my laptop. There's no reruns. Okay, but let's keep going.
Smash that like button on your way in. Also, if you are here for the first time, what's up? Hit that subscribe button to join the family, because over here we get into things. We get into the mess, we get into the music, some entertainment, and basically the meaning behind it all. So let's get into some news that should have made a little bit more news than what it did, because the BET CEO, Scott Mills, has officially confirmed that both the BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards are indefinitely suspended. Yeah, cousins, you heard that right. Two major staples of Black music culture gone. No dates, no comeback plan, just silence. Now look, let's start with the BET Hip Hop Awards, right? Let's start there, because let's be real.
She probably gonna say the same things I'm gonna say. What's good, Slay? What's good, Rebecca? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. What's good, Solo? In my opinion, there's too many award shows. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you at all. I don't like award shows. They reward shitty art normal. Rebecca. Okay, here's the thing, Rebecca. The past, like, it's a little different for the BET Awards, because especially the one from last year. The BET Awards from was that last year? Or was that this year? It might have been this year. Was it this year? You see how forgettable it is? Anyway, my point is, from the last BET Awards that we saw, where Kai Cenat was live, we saw Drewski be afraid of Kendrick and Dave Free. From that last one, I'm not going to lie, BET actually gets it right. Majority of the time, as long as the right names are up there, BET usually gets it right. And think about it, when the BET Awards first started in the early 2000s, going up to at least like 2015 maybe, we had good times. We had good times. I will never forget the BET Awards where they brought out Elephant Man and Beanie Man, and Beanie Man was drunk as hell. Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, when they brought out the Caribbean them, yo, that was a good BET Award, you know?
Bro, it had already fallen off a while ago. I can't even lie. What used to be the biggest night in hip hop
was the worst.
Is no longer. We get iconic Cyphers. Iconic Cyphers. We get surprise performances that we didn't see coming, and real respect from the culture.
Yo, Rebecca, if I'm going to be completely honest, after this live, I think you should take some time and just go through some of the highlights of what's been happening at the BET Awards, because I promise you right now, you're actually going to like it. For some of like the tributes, like the throwbacks, and just like some of the performances at the BET Awards, Rebecca, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to enjoy what you're going to be watching. That's all I'm saying. Salute to Lyrically Inclined TV. I ain't gonna lie, that's a fire name, bro. That's a fire name. Salute for your dono. I appreciate you. Let me make sure to like that. Thank you. They might come back with something new. I don't disagree, but the thing is, it's hard, like usually it's easy to figure out and predict these things, but to come back with something new aside from the hip hop and Soul Train Awards, I don't know what changes you're gonna make. I think they're going to integrate them into the overall award show. And to be honest, that might help with the cultural shift that we're in, to be honest. Because sometimes you must simplify to multiply, if you understand what that means.
Turn into a background extra situation, as if we was hosting Love and Hip Hop auditions or some shit. Like, it felt like a celebration of rap, and less of a celebration of rap and more like a reunion for Instagram famous influencers and reality stars. People we never asked to see. And
facts.
Back to the Cyphers, like I said, like those legendary BET Cyphers, gone, completely abandoned. Last year they didn't even have one. I can't recall the previous year, but last year they didn't even have one.
Nope.
The same Cyphers that gave us Kendrick, Nicki, Eminem, and even underground lyricists who became...
That's another thing, because the BET Cyphers was kind of like to help promote like the underground in a sense, to let people know, yo, just because your eyes aren't always looking down doesn't mean we don't exist. We're looking up at y'all trying to let you know we right here. Like the Cyphers let us know that Kendrick Lamar is not to be played with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like one of my favorite Cyphers from Busta Rhymes, when he was on the BET Cyphers, those the rap Cyphers, man, you don't listen. That's how you know our culture is kind of like not necessarily struggling with rap today, but it's like it's hard to let, not even like let people know, but it's hard to like promote and market the rap today on our platform, which is BET, because with BET, the reality is we work with decorum. We have some sort of decorum over here. A lot of the things that's going on in music today, you can't play half the tracks. Like, bro, the amount of times like you would have to bleep out like cuss words and all that in some of the tracks today that are getting circulation. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, there's a problem, man. There's a problem with the music. So that's another factor that goes into it as well. The music today from the young niggas. From the young people that are getting the views, the likes, that are getting money that's being promoted. It's not good. Are they falling off more than the XXL freestyle? Oh, hell no. Hell no. XXL is in a whole other, like... It's in a whole other grave right now. XXL, we don't even know what's wrong with them over there, bro.
Household names. They just stopped doing it as a whole. Last year, they filmed the entire freaking BET Hip Hop Awards in the freaking club, y'all.
Yup.
In the club. Like, what? Drea's nightclub. Like, what were y'all thinking?
Yup. That alone made me look at the BET Hip Hop Awards from last year, and I said, something's wrong. They had the Hip Hop Awards in a nightclub. In a nightclub. Whose bright idea was to put the BET Awards or the Hip Hop Awards in a nightclub? Who was the dummy that thought that was going to be a good idea? Because they should be suspended. Suspend that nigga. Okay? It's not good, bruh. Yo. But at the same time, when I say it's not good, we also got to talk about the budget. They probably never had a big budget. 2024 might have been a bad year. But you still could have salvaged the Hip Hop Awards by making it unique. That you thought doing the Hip Hop Awards in the nightclub would have made it unique. But think about that. Think about the lack of artists from 2024's generation, and then think about the performances that they had from the older generation there. I think they had 2 Chainz in there at one point performing around some Bottle Girls. Bro, it did not look good. It really didn't look good. A nightclub is crazy. I'm telling you. They had $22 for a budget is insane. It's absolutely insane. Where would we be without those Cyphers? J. Tom, that is a wonderful question. And to your other question, I thought we already knew who Destiny's Child was. It was TJ from Smart Guy. You don't remember that episode? Like, and nothing been the same since they dropped Control. They took the censored rappers back in their pajama clothes. I'm dead, nigga. I'm dead. All right, let's keep going.
Like, BET really said bottle service and make it culture. That is crazy to me. So crazy to me.
I'm not surprised.
And here we are. The soultrainawards also gone. Never to come back as of right now. Like,
I ain't gonna lie to you, this one hurt. This one hurt. Because for me that grew up with BET, where I used to sit down in front of the TV and literally just watch everything on BET, this one hurt. Because I remember the Soul Train Awards. And I remember on BET they would have some of the reruns, or they would show some of the moments from the Soul Train Awards from like back in the day, and where it came from to where it is now, how the Soul Train Awards has no soul. Oh my, y'all remember the little cartoon with the train? Man, and then the Soul Train dance line, nigga! Come on, bruh. Oh, we lost something big. We lost something big, bruh. Oh my God. Oh, this one hurt. This one hurt bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. From the moments, man. Like, just think about the moments from back in the days. And the funny thing is, I'm not even that old, bro. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still like, I'm still brand new to Earth. You know? I'm still brand new to Earth, bro. Oh my goodness. It just hurts. Cause yo, just think about it, man. Bro, it hurt. I think YouTube has had an impact on it because they used to premiere big artists, music videos, but now they all premiere on YouTube. That's a good point. But I think it's way farther than just YouTube, bro. If you really think about it. Because it's not just YouTube. It's like DSPs. DSPs had changed everything, because back in the day, people would have to, a lot of people for promotional purposes would wait until an award show to get something new played. Like, they dropped the track on the Friday and the award shows maybe on a Tuesday or Wednesday. That would be a perfect time for them to promote their music. Like, yo, this off my new album. Like, you know what I'm saying? This song called da-da, or they just go into the song. You know what I'm saying? DSPs has ruined a lot of these award shows, bro. See Michael Jackson come out and perform with James Brown. I'm dead, man. I said he passed out. I am dead. That is hilarious. Man, but yo, think about it, man. Just think about it for a second when it comes to the Soul Train Awards. Yo, we're doing a great big disservice to our ancestors, bruh. Specifically for the Soul Train Awards. I know y'all remember Don Cornelius. Is that what we gonna do to him? Is that what we gonna do to him? To Don Cornelius, bruh? That's not what we finna do. We're not finna do that. Ain't no way that's what we finna do to him, bro. Let me switch my screen right now. Cause I need y'all to remember this man's face. There's no way we're not doing that to Don Cornelius, bruh. Not him. Not our ancestor, bruh. I know that's not what we finna do. Bro. I know. Oh, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what amazed me. I'm like, we're really getting rid of the Soul Train Awards? Is that how far we've gone? That we're going to lose the Soul Train? Man, I'm just a nigga in Canada, bro. I'm just amazed and fed up, low key. Like, but also they need new personalities to be a part of BET, because when AG and Free was, oh my God, on 106 in Park, people watched it for the personalities. I absolutely agree, but here's the problem with your point, because I agree with your point, but the problem is, in today's society, what is a personality, knowing that everybody on Instagram, everybody on Twitter, everybody on YouTube is considered a personality? Now we're in a society where the everyday person is a potential personality. So my question is, what is a personality today? I think the answer is not in the personality, but I think the answer is within maybe like the artists. Maybe like we have some of the legacy acts be the hosts of those kind of shows. So if we have 106 in Park, we should have two of the right, one guy, one girl that would fit the role of a host for the 106 in Park return, if they choose to do that. Because if you're going to use like a Kai Cenat, for example, it's not going to do well. It's not going to do well, if I'm going to be super honest. It might do well on the first episode, but it's going to tank. I promise you. Ask Cardi B to host 106 in Park. As much as I want to get Cardi B to do it, she's not the ideal role for a host. She definitely has the jokes and the personality, but I don't think you would want someone like her to be a host. And that's my personal opinion. It's not an overall opinion, it's just my personal opinion.
That one low-key hurt. Forget the BET Hip Hop Awards. We can still have the BET Awards, right? But the Soul Train Awards, like, you can watch the Soul Train Awards with your family. It was like Sunday dinner vibes mixed with vocals, quality time. The Soul Train Awards have been around for forever. Like I said, you can sit with your grandma and your grandpa and your aunties and your uncles and watch it, because it celebrated Black excellence across generation. From Aretha.
Man, I know they didn't put a picture up of Big Luther. And Whitney Houston. Oh my goodness. See, that's another thing that's missing. Soul. So, like, I know I said soul before, but I'm talking like soul. Like, you know what I'm saying?
To Ari, D'Angelo, to Luke James, to whoever. Like, it was never just about the awards. It was about tradition. It was about soul. It was about giving flowers to people while they could still smell them. So, all right, guys. So remember, from my personal opinion, I don't think Cardi B would be an ideal host. The reason why I say that is also for the fact that you got to think about it. You have a lot of younger kids that were on 106 in Park at the time. Of course, you're going to be promoting music from their generation. But at the same time, like, there's still generational talents out there. But specifically talking about Cardi B for a second, what do you want to promote towards those kids is what I'm saying. Do you want to continue to promote the kind of antics of today by having someone like that be the host, knowing what kind of past they had? Or do you want to find somebody that's just as good, but that can promote something a little bit more positive than what you would get from Cardi B? You know what I'm saying? The timeline for Cardi B, I understand, like, she's been through a lot and she's a strong, powerful woman, and I am here for it. But I want something
better to be promoted because, yeah, let me just leave it there.
But now, y'all, I don't even know what's going on right now. It's looking like, do y'all got money for a GoFundMe?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all put in on this collection plate? It's crazy. Do y'all need some money, BET? Let me know. Like, it's given, we might stream it if y'all care. If y'all want to pop out, we might stream it. We might still take this shit serious. And there are whispers that it might pivot to Paramount or another streaming platform, which could work. But BET's programming lately, or for the last decade, doesn't inspire confidence. Like, nope. This is the same network that's been running the same reruns since Obama's first term.
Huh.
Like, how many times can one person watch Baby Boy? We don't need to keep watching Baby.
Yo, Anthony, I know you're joking, bro, but god damn, bro. You really think Nicki Minaj would be a good host, man? Are you kidding me? Exclusivity is what is needed for the majority of these channels. They need things that are exclusive to them that people enjoy. 1000%. That's what made BET ideal. BET was so good because of how exclusive BET was. A lot of people would tune into BET and they won't even understand a thing that's going on this channel. But when it comes to the culture, when it comes to hey, when we tune in, we have nothing but fun, laughter, and just overall entertainment when we're over there, bro. Y'all remember when BET had sitcoms? Y'all remember when you used to watch every single sitcom on BET? From the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to the Steve Harvey Show to Smart Guy and Sinbad. What a time to be alive. And then they had the other shows, like, you know, they had Girlfriends, they had The Game, and they just had quality TV on there, bruh. Yo, you wouldn't get Girlfriends anywhere else. You wouldn't get The Game anywhere else, bruh. Man, yo, facts.
Boy, over and over and over. It's like y'all got it on a loop. And honestly, Stephen Hill is needed back immediately. Step to the front, Stephen Hill. Seriously. Run his contract back. Get him.
For the people that don't know, that's pretty much the face behind 106 in Park. He was the reason why 106 in Park was 106 in Park. Think about every change that 106 in Park has went through, and it still was doing numbers. Think about the day when we lost AJ and Free. And 106 in Park was still doing numbers. Just think about that. Remember when Roxy and Terrence were there, and then they left and they got Bow Wow? Bro, come on, bro. Think about every time period what BET or the 106 in Park was going through, it was still hitting. Hey, y'all remember Blind Fury? No, that's a serious question. Hey, you, right there. You remember Blind Fury? Stop playing with me, bruh. Stop playing with me. There's a moment. Yo, let me tell you something about Blind Fury. Let me tell you something about Blind Fury, bruh. Don't stop playing with my childhood, nigga. Stop playing with my childhood. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? Stop playing with me, bro. I want to call my childhood great. My childhood great.
Hey, yo, you ain't got a heart.
Get out my face, nigga.
To the top. Bring the beat back. Fury, show him why you mad,
all right.
son.
You ready for this? Whoa! Shout out to Chris Breezy. Look, check it out. They said let it breathe, I'ma let it breathe. I already win, boy, you better leave. You ain't never gonna do nothing like this. I don't even know why you up here like this. Check it, I beat you in the first round and I ain't have to drop profanity. I put the curse down and I can sing it on you. You ain't better off getting along. I'm about to hit you like I'm hitting the... Oh, I'm wrong, but let me get you talking about Charlie Sheen. It's too bad in Nevada, I'm messing up your dreams. Cause I'm a gambler, straight man handle ya. Flow ice cold, you should call my style Canada. Watch me get into my moon, I'm a goon. And you don't wanna see me turn you like a cartoon. Lil Artie, call yourself A-game, you're C-. Look at Terrence and you ought to stand behind us. Back there somewhere, I'ma tell you, you can act scared, but I won't care. Cause I'm still here, and I'ma kill it. I'm running raps around you in this Olympics.
Stop playing with my childhood, nigga. Stop playing with my childhood. Hey, he's the reason why we got that. He's the reason why we got that. Man, what's good, King? How you feeling, bro? Yo, Blind Fury was a menace, my guy. Blind Fury was a big menace, bro. You couldn't mess with Blind Fury, dog. Are you serious? Yo, Jigsaw, are you for real? Oh my! Oh, Jin. Yo, I remember Nick Cannon brought Jin out on Wildin' Out. Jin was on Wildin' Out for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When I saw Jin come up, I'm like, this nigga still rapping? And he nice? Man, stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me.
Off the beach or wherever he is and back into the ballroom. Because whenever he was at the helm, BET mattered. People tuned in. It meant something. It had a pulse. It had a vision. Cultural timing. Like now, we're asking what happened like a confused auntie at a family reunion. Come on now. It's sad that two shows that once defined Black music media are being paused like we're waiting for a commercial break that never came back. But let's keep it a buck. This didn't happen overnight. BET got very, very lazy. They stopped tapping into the people who actually make the culture. They traded legacy for virality. They tried chasing trends instead of creating moments. So if we want to bring it back, and I mean really bring it back, it's going to take more than slapping it on a streamer and calling it a day. They need to do some real connecting with the community, the artists. They need to get the artists back outside. If artists showed up, their people will tune in to watch their favorite artists. So they need to do something that can get these artists back into these chairs. There needs to be a purpose. Otherwise, it's just another Black event.
Bring back Summer Jam or something, bro. Bring back the Summer Jam. Do something. BET needs fresh new faces. But fresh new faces of people that understand what is the main goal when you are hired onto like the marketing staff for BET. Because the thing about this is that it's in a very pivotal moment because it can go two ways. It can continue to go down, well, three ways when you think about it. It can either continue to go down the path that it's on. It can course correct and go back on the path it was on, or it can get super woke. And I ain't gonna lie to you, as important as some part of the woke culture is, that's the last thing people want to see on TV. And numbers and ratings show. Because from movies to television shows, people are not as tuned in as they should be. Because a lot of things have just gotten too just too serious, too real, and it's a problem. We need to bring back the moments that made BET what BET was. And honestly, the only way to do that right now is through throwbacks. So I feel like okay, think about it like this. Y'all know about what's going on at SeaWorld? With Smiles and South Star? Damn, nigga. Damn. Y'all see what's going on with SeaWorld? SeaWorld had Fat Joe perform. SeaWorld had Bow Wow and Soulja Boy perform. SeaWorld had Waka Flocka Flame perform. You see how SeaWorld is tapping into creating moments? That kind of helps prove my example. Because Right now, the only way to get a real moment is through throwbacks. Now, BET, that's the one thing BET is really good at. But with the kind of acts that we have today, it's going to be hard to make moments. It's almost like you have to force a moment. And that's not always good. You know what I'm saying? Holy, they needed to have some original content like they should have had with Power. Ooh, that's a good point. But see, for lyrically, in your point right there, that just goes to show you that when it comes to business can create some hateful environments, and it can create some nasty relationships and burn bridges. Because with what 50 Cent was doing, it should have been on BET. It shouldn't have been on Stars. But that just goes to show you that BET probably didn't want to make that kind of deal with Fifth. Which kind of doesn't make sense because BET's been loving Fifth ever since he first came out on the scene. Which is weird. It's crazy. Oh, J. Tommy got finals, bro? Hey, you remember what I said about your grades, bro? Just don't forget that.
Lost in time. Come on now. But cousins, if you made it to the end of this video, shout out to y'all. Go ahead and smash that like button. Drop a comment with your thoughts on this entire situation. BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards being canceled indefinitely. Like, did you grow up watching the Soul Train Awards? Did you watch the BET Awards? What was your favorite show? What is your favorite moment? And do you think
the man said play Baby Boy for 24 hours and keep people tuned in? See, what's going on with like television programming today? Even when it comes to some of the shows on Netflix, there's some shows on Netflix that I think that should be on. BET needs to understand what is out there. I think BET closed their doors indefinitely and said, we can handle things from within this room. The reason why BET was so great is because they were always looking for something that was new, that's of the culture. When they closed their own doors on themselves, they forgot what was outside. They need to step outside again. If they can't step outside no more, there's a problem. There's a problem right there. Think about the things that I listed from back in the day. Legacy moments. Do you understand how easy it is to recreate those moments? You just need the right people. And the people are out there, but BET needs to be outside. You can find another Don Cornelius just in today's world. I ain't gonna lie, it might be somebody's drunk uncle. You know what I'm saying? But hey, having somebody like that already, that can actually help you. Just like, yo, this guy hilarious, bro. Who is this man? Or just find a comedian. Find a comedian that can step into that role and play the part. That's easy, bro. Cyphers? Just get the right rappers together in a room. Boom. You got a quality cipher. Easy. TV shows. There is a plethora of TV shows out there. There's some on Netflix. There's some on other of the streaming platforms. You know, I don't know if you can get anything from Disney. You know what I'm saying? But you can get something from HBO. You can get something from Stars. Have some deals where you can have those shows play on your platform so you can make some revenue. Reason why I want them to go down that route is because that can create an opportunity to bring back sitcoms. Of course, it's not going to be the same as what it was before, how it was naturally put together. The studio audience in the back was an actual studio audience in the back. But the reality, we need sitcoms. We need those. That's what brought people together. That's why they played so many sitcoms on BET. They worked in terms of bringing families to the channel. They forgot what that was. Or they it just gets to a point where you see the areas where they can fix, where they can heal, they can stitch up, they can mend. You just need to know what's going on outside. Once you understand what's going on outside, I promise you, you can start to rebuild your channel and your platform. Bro, you can have contests to kind of find ideal people that you would need. I don't know how you would go about it exactly, but there are ways to finding people. There are ways. You can do an American Idol tour. Be like, oh, we're trying to find somebody new, a new, fresh, new face for BET. Something as simple as that. You know, there's so many ways to go about bringing a change. But like I said, you have to go outside. So I don't know who's working at BET now, but let me tell you something. Get up. Get up. Because I'm telling you, if you continue to sit down, we're going to lose what we've built. Everybody needs to get up. Even the CEO. Everybody need to get up. Because if y'all continue to sit down and do nothing, kiss BET goodbye.
BET can bounce back from this. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't personally watched BET in years, but when I did...
But King, watch this now. Let's make our own sitcoms. Bro, that's pretty much Tubi. There's some good shows on Tubi too. Don't get the nonsense. Don't get the garbage that's on Tubi. Tubi has some good shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, but hey, that's the answer to what you're saying. Let's make our own sitcoms. Tubi.
Like I said, it was always a freaking Baby Boy rerun. So cousins, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're on the journey to 30K cousins, and I would love for y'all to be a part of it. Y'all stay safe, and I will catch y'all in my next one. Later.
Hey, cousin.
We appreciate you, Cozy. BET needs to recruit the right people and let go of their CEOs. J-Tom, the thing about what you're saying is that it's 100% or 1,000% correct. But the reality behind it is that they don't want to lose their seats because they're making a lot of money from where they're sitting. They don't want to let it go. They're greedy. And you can say that about damn near every part of the industry. We know we have the right people out there that can get into those seats and bring about a change. But those people that occupy the seats still don't want to give it up. They still want to be that person, be like, oh, look what I did. Look what I did, and I'm still here. Just think about that for a second and just apply it to every other industry out there. As long as they sit in those chairs, I don't really think we're going to get anything good for real, man. You need fresh, younger faces to take over, to truly tap in and utilize what we have. But BET's falling off. BET isn't getting the same numbers as they used to because they're not trying no more. Because they're not trying no more. Like I said, going back to the what's it called? The comment that I made about BET closing their doors. The reason why I say their doors are closed is because their minds are not open. Think about that. There's so many different comedians out there where you can literally bring back sitcoms. Sitcoms was made because of majority of the comedians that are out there. We have the right people out there to make a show around them and make it good. All you need is a good writer. Okay? Not somebody that can write some nonsense. The sitcoms is what brought people to BET and running those sitcoms. Even the reruns, because there were some episodes that were just hilarious. You know, hey, here's a good idea. Why isn't Bel Air, the Fresh Prince show, not Fresh Prince itself, but Bel Air, the show, why is it on BET? And if not, why isn't it there? If it's on BET, okay, cool. That just goes to show you, I haven't even turned on a TV in such a long time because there's nothing there. But bringing those shows, bringing shows like that to BET helps. Yes, I know a lot of us are used to not watching advertisements because of platforms like Netflix. But honestly, if you had those shows on BET, let me tell you something. I will watch every single ad that comes up. I'll watch every single ad that comes up if I'm going to be honest. Because that just means that I'm watching something good. You brought me here for a reason, to enjoy something. You got a new season? Let's tune in and check out the season. Is there someone who can take BET's place? Yeah, they might just want to. They just want to close down. Who can take the place? The person that she mentioned in the video. This man right here. This is your ideal person. I think he deserves the CEO chair. I don't know if anybody's familiar with R&B Money. I don't think anybody's familiar with the podcast that Tank has. This man was on that podcast, and he was spitting a lot of gems. Let me see if I can find that episode. Let me tell you something. I don't know if I can find it, but Tank has a podcast, and on the podcast, they had that individual. They've also had an episode with L.A. Reid and all that, but like, my point is, just hearing somebody talk about the legacy behind 106, having somebody that cared about the project, cared about this show, cared about capturing audiences, understanding demographics, understanding their overall target, capturing somebody like that to produce something like 106 is generational. You will never get somebody else like that unless we go out there and actually find that person. We need to find somebody that cares, that truly believes in this thing. It's hard to find people like that. But for what he did for such a long time, even something as genius as having 106 be 106 and party on New Year's. And I remember because I used to watch the top 100 countdown all day. I was young. I had nowhere to go. I used to watch the top 100 countdown. I watched a lot of TV. So I hope you understand why I talk the way I talk. My point is, I used to watch every single music video that came on for the top 100 on New Year's Eve. And then they would have the 106 and party for the last 10. Bro, stop playing with my childhood, bro. Stop playing with me. Yes, sir. We need more professional instructors for the youth. Yeah, no doubt. J-Tom be on to something for real. One thing that people need to understand is that the black culture is the wave, so we can get it back lit if we wanted to, 1,000%. But we need to believe that. For the thing to make that work, we need to believe that. That's the key. Because for a lot of us out here, we're not believing that. That's a problem. How do you fix that is the real question. Because it's just gotten to a point now where we put nothing but nonsense in front of us and we push everything good to the side and we just enjoy what we have over here strictly. Even though on this side it's better. It's not as entertaining as this side when it comes to over here, because this side has all the mess, it has all the drama, it has all the BS, it has all the garbage, it has all the cheating, etc. All the parties and everything. We like this side only, but we don't like how enjoyable this side is compared to this side. That's just a good example on how we need to believe in all of it again. There's a time and place for everything. Once we start to understand that again, then we can really get this thing lit. What's good, Raven? Shadow Mob checking in. I salute you, brother. I salute you, my boy. I appreciate you, no doubt. It's just, I find it so incredible how we forgot what the culture is like. Think about it like this, as for somebody that is very familiar with the dance culture. Black people have traded literal dance, choreography, and just moments for TikTok. We downgraded ourselves. Think about it for a second. And you're speaking to somebody that's very like, now I haven't been showing up. I'm not gonna lie. For the past couple weeks, past couple months, I haven't been showing up like I should have for the community in Toronto when it comes to dance. Because I'm locked in on what I need to do here to try to build this. But for somebody that's very familiar with that area, very familiar with that kind of background, noticing how black people turned their back on dance and traded it for TikTok, where you would rather be a cheerleader than an innovator. Think about that for a second. Now, I'm not saying all, but I'm speaking towards in terms of popularity. We traded it for dancing in front of a phone for TikTok and other platforms. I understand it's hard to understand, but if you are familiar with what's going on out there like me, then you understand what I'm talking about. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. TDE PG Lang should think of starting a black entertainment network. It's possible. Or take part. Be an investor. You can definitely have TDE as an investor for BET to help BET be great again. You know, that would be wonderful. PG Lang can take part and actually build things for BET or have collaborations with BET. There's a possibility there too. There's so many lanes that you can take to make this work. The key is to stick to whatever lane that you're in and build that road for your success. I think that's enough speaking for this. I think that's enough speaking for this. I definitely brought up some conversational points in this video. Damn, I've been speaking. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I can't help it. I just love to talk. There's so much I want to talk about when it comes to BET. This is childhood right here. This is childhood right here. You know what I'm saying? To see the Hip Hop Awards go and to see the Soul Train Awards. Y'all remember the Soul Train Scramble board? All right, let me stop because I'm going to start talking all over again. All right, man.
I don't live in present tense, so just over a Daytona. Girl, my life been like a kid drama. Walking to.
Bye, have a beautiful time.